What is going on, everyone? This is the Kid, DC Wrestling, back at it again with another video with your Friday, January 21st, 2022 edition of Friday Night Smackdown. Before I get into the Smackdown review, thank you so much for checking out the video. Please like for more content and also subscribe to the channel. Also want to get this plug in as well. My Royal Rumble 2022 predictions have been recorded. It has been edited. It's in the vault. It just needs to be released, unlike Mustafa Ali. No disrespect to Ali, of course, but you get what I'm saying here. The Royal Rumble prediction video should be coming out between the hours of noon to around 3 o'clock, somewhere around that time period. So be on the lookout for that. Really should be a really good video of the Royal Rumble, shaping up to be a really good show. Now, tonight's SmackDown, I thought tonight's SmackDown was pretty average, to say the least, as we are moving closer and closer. We're about a week out from the Rumble taking place. The USOS, SmackDown Tag Team Champs, are already out, and they're telling the whole world to get up on your feet. It is time to acknowledge the longest reigning WWE Universal Champion for 508 days, Mr. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, the GOAT, the best in the world, comes out. He's all smiles, he's all laughs, he's having a good time. We get a little video package of all the wrestlers that Roman Reigns has beaten during his Universal title reign. And after that, Seth freaking Rollins comes out and says that the USOS have been nothing short but the cornerstone of Reigns' success, and all this wouldn't be possible if Reigns didn't have them. They're carrying your bags, Reigns, just like me and Mox did. Yeah, he mentioned Mox. Just like me and Mox did in the Shield. That's where Reigns comes back. Reigns is laughing at Ron. He's like, dude, like, come on, man. You're making the same excuses. Did John Cena write your promo, dog? Because you're saying the same thing he's saying. Our Royal Rumble match will be one-on-one, and trust me, boy, I will win. Rollins tells Reigns to put his money where his mouth is, and this leads to a little tag team match tonight between the USOS and Seth Rollins and his best friend Kevin Owens, where if Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins win, then the USOS will be banned from ringside at the Rumble. But if the USOS win, then Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins loses his match he loses his spot at the Rumble, and Rollins is quoted, he said it, "I'm going on vacation, and let's just say that I'm not going to defend my title up until WrestleMania." So it's a pretty good segment to open up the night, but we have our first match of the night, Kofi Kingston versus Madcap Moss. I mean, this was an average match, man, to say the least. Nothing too special. You know, obviously the two men, trying to hype themselves up to get themselves in the Rumble. But Kofi Kingston, man, covers for the pin out of nowhere, so he beats Moss. And after the match, surprisingly, from Raw, Big E shows up and he hits the, big ending on Moss as Corbin is looking out in the ring. So I was not expecting to see Big E tonight, but there's a lot of surprises tonight, actually. We saw a wild slap nuts appear with Jeff Jarrett coming out later on in the night with Shinsuke, and we'll get to the Sonja Deville part as we talk about what happened with her. But next we had Aaliyah versus Natalya. This is their little rematch, and Natalya was just stomping on Aaliyah. Like, she was stomping her lights out. Natalya clearly upset after what happened last week, but Aaliyah gets the win by DQ. And after the matches, Natalya is just wants more of Aaliyah. Like, she just wants to beat up some more on her. Who comes out? Xia Li, the Protector. We haven't seen her in a few weeks for some odd reason, but she's back out tonight. She goes to attack Natalya, and then she checks on Aaliyah as Natalya looks on. Though, good to see Xia Li back, Next, and by the way, that match is average. Like I said, this was an average episode of SmackDown. Not really special, you know what I'm saying? But wasn't bad in any means necessary. Next, we had a tag team match. We had Los Luthores taking on the Viking Raiders. Obviously, the Viking Raiders, man, got to get this win. Of course, they're not going to give, Los Luthores to win, knowing that the Viking Raiders are literally the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles player. But the Vikings hit the Viking experience. It was a pretty meh match, to say the least. But hey, the Viking Raiders get the win there. Next, we had a championship contenders match with Charlotte taking on Naomi. And, of course, who is the special guest referee? WWE official Sonja Deville. And of course, Sonja Deville is not playing fair. She is making sure that Naomi does not win at any cost. Naomi hits the, I think it was the rear view, I believe, but she ends up pinning Flair in the ring, and she's got to cover her. But of course, you know, Sonja being Sonja, obviously with her and Naomi tangling, she's not going to make that pin. So, and then Naomi's getting her, and so Sonja's face, like, Sonja, like, what the heck? Like, make the pin. And even the commentators are like, Sonja, you got to make the pin. Charlotte hits chop block, applies the finger 4, and we get another Survivor Series 97 Bret Hart situation, ring the bell, screw job finish. And this leads to Mr. Eric Bischoff. Was not expecting to see Eric Bischoff at all tonight on SmackDown, but he shows up tonight. He's questioning Adam Pearce, like, hey, so we got to do something about Sonja now. Like, she's getting out of control. And this leads to a match set up for next week on the Go Home Show before the Rumble. SmackDown Go Home Show before the Rumble. Sonja Deville versus Naomi. It is official. Sonja can't back out of this. And who knows, man, with Eric Bischoff being on the show, who knows, man? This match might lead to Sonja getting removed, and we might see Mr. Eric Bischoff back as GM. Not going to lie, I do miss Eric Bischoff as a GM. Yeah, I said Eric Bischoff was a pretty good GM, so wouldn't mind seeing him back as in the GM role. You know what I mean? Eric Bischoff is obviously really cool. Okay, so we get Sami Zayn coming out. He's still continuing his little feud with Johnny Knoxville. He has several self-defense items on the table, you know, just going at Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville says that Sami was so worried about Knoxville making a mockery of his profession. So he's doing the same to his now. Knoxville goes at Sami, sending him to the mat. And, yeah, he throws him out the ring and celebrates. So, yeah. We get Sheamus versus Ricochet. These two actually go on have what was, even though it was short, I thought it was a pretty good match. Sheamus does get the win there, so obviously Ricochet. But, of course, Ricochet sells well, so good for Sheamus and Ricochet doing that. Next, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Champs, the Usos, taking on Kevin Owens and his best friend, and Seth freaking Rollins. Pretty good tag team match, I would say at least. Pretty good tag team match, and you know that was SmackDown tonight. So yeah, man, like I said, this was an average episode of SmackDown. Wasn't a bad episode, but of course the Usos are barred from ringside, so Reigns is gonna have to beat, you know, Seth Rollins all on his own. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of SmackDown. And also we saw Summer Rae. I forgot to mention, Summer Rae was also on SmackDown tonight. They refer to her as a WWE legend, which is weird because as beautiful as Summer Rae is, I think she's close to being a legend, an actual WWE legend. So, but anyways, hey, do what you got to do to get that heat. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of SmackDown. Remember to subscribe to the channel. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.